This week on Big Four, Ernst & Young names Stephen Catlin UK Entrepreneur of 2011. Deloitte announces strongest growth since 2008. Reports by KPMG and PricewaterhouseCoopers. Drivers Jonas Deloitte appointed selling agent for Road One and Blissworth nominees. And Ernst & Young named Best Corporate Band. Each week, Big Four covers key news, events, happenings, opinions, and blogs relating to all the Big Four accounting and consulting firms. You can view this video on our website and on Big Four's channel on YouTube. So let's start with this week's roundup of the top news. Stephen Catlin, Chief Executive of international insurer Catlin Group, has been named Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernst & Young. Catlin competed with 42 other business leaders from companies across the UK and will move on to compete with more than 50 other global finalists at the Ernst & Young World Entrepreneur of the Year Awards in Monte Carlo next year. The Catlin Group has 52 offices operating in 22 countries, employing more than 1,600 people, with a turnover of €2.6 billion. This month, Deloitte announced the strongest revenue increase since 2008. Deloitte member firms experienced growth across all three major geographic regions, led by exceptional results generated in Asia-Pacific and the Americas from a number of developing markets and across all functions and industry sectors. Commenting on the outstanding results, Deloitte's global CEO Barry Salzberg said, "The results underscore the strength and resilience of the firm's diversified portfolio." Deloitte's total workforce now comprises of 182,000 professionals worldwide. Deloitte expects to increase its total workforce to 250,000 professionals by financial year 2015. In a recent survey conducted by KPMG, global corporate IT executives whose companies use a cloud strategy agree that spending will increase next year, with 17% indicating cloud spending would exceed 20% of the total IT budget in 2012. Brian Cruikshank, KPMG head of Global IT Advisory Management Consulting, said the cloud is transcending IT and widely impacts business operations. A third of survey respondents said it would fundamentally change their business, which is significant considering many organizations are still developing their cloud strategies. And here are the latest jobs from the Big Four job board. See the site for more details. PricewaterhouseCoopers reports Australia and Europe to be the strongest global leaders at reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The report evaluates disclosures from over 404 of the world's largest companies, representing 81% of the Global 500. Australia's Westpac Banking Corporation was listed among the top 10 global companies on the report, together with other high performers such as BMW, Sony Corporation, and Philips Electronics. Companies with a strategic focus on climate change provided investors with almost double the average total return of the Global 500 from January 2005 to May 2011. Drivers Jonas Deloitte, one of the UK's large commercial property advisors, has been appointed the selling agent for properties held by Road One Nominees Limited and Blissworth Nominees Limited. A total of 18 commercial properties make up the portfolio, including industrial, office, high street retail, and leisure properties. Deloitte partners Phil Bowers and Neville Kahn were appointed fixed charge receivers over the properties this summer. Deloitte LLP is a UK member firm, Deloitte Touche Tohmatsu Limited, a UK private company whose member firms are legally separate and independent entities. Earlier this month, 11 members of Ernst & Young's Advisory Performance Improvement Professionals earned the title Best Corporate Band in America in the Fortune Battle of the Corporate Bands. American Pie, a rock and roll band, was among 8 finalists contending for the title at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. The event is held each year to salute the best amateur company-sponsored bands and is presented by the National Association of Music Merchants, Fortune magazine, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum. This has been Melissa with your Big Four Weekly News. I'll see you next time.